So here's another new data structure, and it's called a Deque. Now, it looks like a list, duh. But the interesting part about this one is that you can insert and pop from both the front and the rear. So you're going to see some different functions when things come up. This is an open-ended on both ends of this generic list, as I'll call it. And again, it can be filled with your base object that you would like. Now, I'm going to show you some other functions from C++.com here in a second. So, and notice there's some big differences. So I'm in C++.com, which again, you're going to see me use often because I want you to use this office. I forget things. And this is a great resource, free resource, accessible resource that you can constantly keep, well, frankly, tabs on. So it goes over the structure. But what I want to show you was two things here. Is that number one, notice the iterators that we talked about before with vectors and stuff like that. So if you want to go through this, it has the same iterators that we used in vectors. So heads up with that. But I also wanted to show you is some of the modifiers or the functions that you're going to have to worry about. And notice that's being highlighted right now. There's push back, push front, pop back, and pop front. I think you can figure it out from what they're doing here, but the important part is that you do have options for the front and for the back. You also notice that you have an erase function, swap. There's a lot of neat things behind the scenes, so we can get into different aspects of this Deque that we can use in our overall design for whatever the application is. But again, please, with the project or whatever that you're given, make sure that you understand what data structures you can use. If you get to pick, you need to do some research on exactly how it works out and how it could benefit, frankly, you. But again, you also want to make sure that you have integrity to this as well, because as you know, you can easily screw up something and there goes the data structure. This one has a lot of features to it that you may not need, and some of the more restrictive data types, or data structures I should say, might be a better fit. So make sure that you do some research on what this is going to give available and have available for you in your design.